Good evening and hello YouTube, welcome aboard a Stormus-Furry biker. I hope everybody's doing well out there, keeping it safe, rubber side down and legal if you're a fellow biker. I can never overemphasise that last point enough. Big shout out as always to all of my subscribers, old and new. Absolute honour, pleasure and privilege, tripping over my words, to have you guys and girls on board with me. Thank you for coming and subscribing. It's really nice here. I appreciate the support. Big shout out as always, Steve Kensu, Bike Talk crew. If you live in Nottingham surrounding areas, you can do A1, A2, Direct Access or CBT. Check out their website, check out their Facebook page, drop them a message, drop them an email or a phone call or a text, whichever works well for you. And they'll get back to you as soon as, because as far as I'm aware, they're only doing CBTs at the moment. Personal shout outs go to Rossi 2 Wheels, Robin the Dashcam on 2 wheels, UK Moto Clips, Laura K and Make Fursuits. There's a link to her website in the description box below. Sky Fox, SKAI Fox, there's a link to his channel below. The Yorkshire Hero, again, a link to his channel below. Robin the Dashcam, a link to his channel below. Check those guys out, give them a like, give them a subscribe. They're really good content on their channels. Now there was somebody who asked for a shout out. I can't remember his name. It's just Scry Fox. I honestly cannot remember your name, bud. So please correct me in the comments below. So big shout out to you. Yeah. I hate it when I forget people's names. It grinds my gears. So I'm normally on point with that sort of fucking shit. Anyway, a big furry biker shout out to you, mate. So into this video, basically, I'm in quite a few groups on Facebook and that, and some of you might think what I'm about to do, I'm wailing on a certain group. Well, I'm not exactly wailing on them, because I own not one but two 125s. A GN 125 from '99 and an 18 plate Yamaha YZF R125. And what always makes me laugh in these forums is the most commonly asked questions, and they always crack me up, because when you consider that these are the same questions so many different people ask time and time again, I think to myself, for fuck's sake, just have a scroll up or type into the search bar what you're wanting to look for. And these are the most common questions asked by new riders of 125s, in particular Yamaha YZF R125s. The first one being, what would be the best exhaust for my bike? Right. So Yamaha has spent millions of dollars, pounds, yen, shillings, etc., developing their bike to be as good as possible with the stock exhaust. Now you can get aftermarket exhausts, to give you a little bit more noise, but they're not going to liberate any more power when you consider that the engine is already tuned to produce around 15 brake horsepower, which is the maximum that you can legitimately use on a CBT on L plates, So you're not going to get any more power with an aftermarket exhaust. You'll get more noise, and some exhausts you're going to have the brain of the bike fucking worked on, or fit a power commander, which is even more money. And when you consider that YZF R125 brand new is about £4,500, nearly £5,000, do you really want to be spending more money on a 4-stroke 125 just to get a little bit more noise? My answer to that is a resounding No. Because at the end of the day, you know, the stock exhaust has been designed to work with the bike in the factory settings, which, to be honest, are already pretty damn good for a sport style 125 4-stroke bike. So that's the first question I see a lot of. The second one, how can I make my bike go faster? Because I'm only getting 70-75 miles an hour. Okay. Top speed on a Yamaha YZF R125 is apparently 80 odd miles an hour. Now I can neither confirm nor deny this because I've never actually taken mine to those sort of speeds, for good reason. I've worked fucking hard to get my license, and I don't intend to fucking speed or do stupid shit to end up losing it. It's the same with this bike underneath me. She'll do well over 100 miles an hour. So the next question I get asked mostly is, how can I make my bike faster? Now, there are ways to do it, but I wouldn't recommend it, because 85, 90 miles an hour apparently is the top speed of the 2019 YZF R125. Again, I can neither confirm nor deny the top speed of a Yamaha YZF R125 because I've never actually taken mine over 70 miles an hour. I can hear the fucking "you boring bastard" you know, coming through the fucking comments box and all that shit. But to be honest, you know, I've worked fucking hard to get my full bike and full car licenses, and I don't intend to fucking lose them by doing stupid fucking stunts like showing how fast a bike can go. Again, you know, this bike is underneath me. I know for a fact she will do well over 100 miles an hour, but I've never taken above 70 because what's the point? But yeah, you know, that's the second most common question. How can I make my bike go faster? Well, the easiest way is to drop, you know, change your gearing on your sprockets. Add a tooth on the front and on the back to give you less acceleration and more top end, but you're losing acceleration, which is part of the point of a 125. Blood bikes, those guys are fucking awesome. I've got a lot of respect for them. I really do. Yeah. And, you know, linking in with how do I get more speed out of my Yamaha YZF R125, linking in with that is, how can I get more power out of my bike? And the most common answer is you fit a Molossi, a big bore 150 or 180 kit. But again, why? That's more money to be spent on the kit, the piston, the cylinder, you know, all that. And also, you need the power commander, because you need the power commander for the simple reason the stock ECU can't deal with the extra demands being placed on it, because it's not designed for it. Do you know what I mean? So it's actually a false economy fitting a big bore kit to a 125, in my books anyway, because you're not really gaining anything. You might gain a couple of horsepower and maybe a few miles per hour, but honestly, is it worth it? In my books, no. But that's just me, you know. You don't have to agree with everything I say. But I know a lot of people who don't agree with what I say, but that's their prerogative, you know. And then the last most, you know, not the last one, second to last is what levers should I get? If you want to go aftermarket, if you own the bike outright and you're not going to be changing it for a few years, you know, then modify it. But always remember, keep the stock parts. And there's a reason I say that, because the bike that is in stock condition, when you inevitably step up to a bigger machine, will actually earn you more money. Stock bikes sell for more than a heavily modified machine, and that's, you know, that's proven both in trade and private sales. But the last most commonly asked question is, where can I find cheap insurance? Now, if you're new to motorbiking and the first bike you bought on your CBT is a Yamaha YZF R125. Again, I'm not picking on YZF R125 owners here, because I'm one myself. But if you're on one of them, on a CBT, you're 17, 18 years old, on a provisional license, your insurance is going to be fucking stupid. Purely because YZF R125 is probably the most stolen motorcycle in the UK, and yeah, you got next to no road experience, so insurers are going to see you as very high risk. And they also know that youngsters are very, very prone, I'm not picking on youngsters here, they're more likely to have accidents because of inexperience and that. And before you say I'm picking on youngsters, I mean, come on, I've had quite a few close calls, and I've even had I've had not one but 2 spills in my time on a bike, so I'm not immune. So, you know, that's basically the upshot of the most common questions I come across on the forums. I mean, they may seem trivial to some of you, but it just makes me laugh. And again, as I said, I'm not picking on youngsters, I'm not picking on certain bikes or groups and that, because at the end of the day, we're all bikers, we're all two-wheel warriors. You can get off my fucking arse. And yeah, that's just the way things are. Are you going to fucking try and turn in on this bike? You fucking are, you cunt. And yeah, you know, so I'm not picking on any particular group, I'm not picking on any age group or any particular bike group, but those are the main comments, questions I come across, which do make me laugh. But with that, I'm going to call this video to an end. I think I've rambled on long enough. So yeah, if you like what you see and what you heard, chuck me a like. If you want to say something, if you agree or disagree with something I said, and you're not going to be a cunt, then chuck a comment in the comments box below. And if you're new to my channel, you want to come on board with me for more weird, wacky vlogs, videos, clips and that sort of shit, click the subscription box. And if you want to know when I've uploaded new videos, feel free to click the little bell icon in the bottom corner, and that will allow you to know when I've uploaded new vids. So until later, until the next video guys, stay safe, keep it real, and I'll see you all again soon. And until then, this is Stormus-Furry Biker On board my CBR 600F, about to go and get a few beers for tonight, and saying take it easy, keep it real, take care, and I'll see you all soon. Until then everybody, see you later.